Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Josh Halter, owner and founder of the Bldg. I actually have some of my favorite foliage around me today. We got our plant shipment in about 2 weeks ago, and I have these set aside because I thought they were gorgeous and I wanted to share them with you. And I kind of just wanted to highlight some of them and their benefits with your bioactive habitats. I have one of my little beardies here next to me. This is just as one of the girls we have for sale at our point of sale. She's super active, super inquisitive. So one of the plants that I want to start with is this beautiful plant right here. This is called a black lipstick. Now, what I really like about this plant is it trails, and so you can take a cutting right here and you can have it, put some rooting powder on it, or just put it in a humid terrarium and it'll just grow and take over. I'm actually probably going to use this plant to start piecing it out to put in some of my other vivs around here just to give that splash of color. And they do get relatively large, and if you look at the underside, I'm sure you guys can hear the dumpies agree. If you guys can hear the croaking in the background, they must agree. So the black lipstick is definitely one of my favorites. And then of course we do have another philodendron. You can see I'm kind of going on a kick here. I love plants that give nice ground cover, but also have some color to them. Because for your fossorial or terrestrial animals, it provides them a place to hide, as well as they're typically pretty durable because they grow in the ground. They grow in the lower sections of the ground and typically don't need as much light as some of your other plants. But what I absolutely love is the beautiful silver in here. That just is so randomized in all of them. You can see some have more of a concentration than others and vice versa. So I have another philodendron. I love me some philodendrons, as you can clearly see. I actually need to like de-pot this one or sell it soon, so that way I make sure it doesn't get root bound. But we have two sizes right now available to Bldg. This is the smaller one, and this is the larger one. This is a Philodendron Birkin. Now, we have these guys growing in just water. In my Borneo ear frog enclosure, we have this just in the water area with no soil. Or you can grow them in well-draining soil from terra flora all the way down to terra firma, as long as you keep it relatively, keep your humid layers where they should be. But I really, really like these plants, and quite frankly, they're easy to grow. As you can see, they have a lot of different coloration on them, and you can even see this pot has 3 different plants in it. Number 1, number 2, and then number 3. So if you really wanted to, you could separate this bad boy into 3 different plants and put them in different habitats that you have. And it goes without saying, all the plants that I've shown you so far have been grown without fertilizer. But I am going to show you one that we do offer that is grown with animal-based fertilizer, which is why we always recommend de-dirting, rinsing off your plants as thoroughly as possible before putting them in your tank. Let's start with the Pontia Cactus. Now, little girl and our bearded dragons, all these guys absolutely love the Pontia. I like providing herbivores and omnivores different healthy edibles because it's enrichment for them. It allows them to graze and forage as if they would in the wild. And as you can see, this cactus is growing like a weed. Now, it is sold as spineless, but as it grows and gets taller, it can get some smaller type of hairs on it. That can be irritating to people, but when it comes to the reptiles and stuff, you have nothing to worry about. This is also another really good thing to grow for your tortoises. Now, I want you guys to see these right here. Just because of the type of soil that is used to grow these do have some animal-based fertilizers in them. So whenever we sell a cactus to a client, we always want to recommend that it's all the existing dirt is taken off of the roots and it's rinsed off really well, and then dried and then put in your enclosure. You really want to make sure that you don't put those other types of contaminants in your bioactive terrarium, as well as you want to make sure that the fertilizer, if it's animal-based, if it does get in your tank, that's not chicken or bat, because in excess that can cause a problem, but that's a different video. Because she keeps eyeing up the elephant feed. So this is also called a Chrysula jade, but its nickname, at least from the growers that I got it from, was elephant feed. And I absolutely love this stuff because this is almost the bonsai form of it. So it literally does turn into a tree. This is a literal stalk right here. And the biggest kicker with these guys is they just need watered really well. And what I love about them is their ornate appearance. They're tiny little leaves and backed by a stalky looking tree that gives you some color and gives you some uniqueness in your desert habitat. And on top of it, your bearded dragons, your uromastics, they love this stuff. You'll put one of these in there and you'll see day by day these little leaves are picked clean off of it until it's nothing but a stalk. And this is one of the plants that you can easily keep in a pot and rotate out with multiple. Put one on your windowsill, water it every other day. When the other one is picked clean, by that point, the other one should have regrown the majority of its leaves. So we're gonna go back to a tropical and we're gonna go to something a little bit different. This is an aglaonemia. Now, these guys, there are so many different types that we get in. Tigress, cutlass, emerald, you know, this is just another different variant here. This is called a firecracker, hence its name. This thing can literally, I've gotten this to grow in everything but Sahara. Arania, flora, fauna, pharma. It grows really, really well. It just doesn't do great under a heat bulb. But I mean, look at its color. As you can see here, the stems are pink, okay? Stems are pink. But then as it grows, the new leaves have that pink outline, and then it gets darker into that brilliant plummish dark maybe violet. And I don't know. This is a plant that I can have be the center point in one of my tanks, and it gets bigger, and sometimes, if not all the time, looks better than a big bromeliad. Okay, so now we have a Pepperomia here. Now this is called a Pepperomia Eden Rosso, and it's being a Pepperomia, it's going to grow on the ground. It can grow big and stalky, and you can see here some of the outlets coming out here. Really, really cool. But I love how this just looks like a colorful little bush. I grow this successfully in some fauna, as long as the hot spot's not too hot or too close to it, and almost all flora, and a lot of different types of Arania setups too. You know, it can also grow great on ABG, stuff like that, but this is just one of the other beautiful Pepperomias that I have here at the Bldg. And then I have this bad boy right here, a Yucca Cane. People always ask me, what in the heck is this? I dig it because this is a super, super durable plant. Its root system does not get that extensive, it just grows down. So to keep this plant, you need to have deep substrate. I have successfully used this as an accent tree with some chameleons, with my Cubonitinoles, with my emerald tree skinks. But what I really like about it is its durability. It can handle, and I have not found a species yet that this can't handle. In fact, I have one set aside that I'm growing that I'm planning on putting in Mr. Smithers' massive enclosure here. And when I do, I'll be sure to update you guys. This is called a ponytail palm. Now, ponytail palms are amazing because they can handle many different types of climates, and you can see they grow literally what appears to be out of a bulb. But the biggest thing is its durability. This is a durable plant that can really make your desert scene really come to life while providing, again, various forms of enrichment for your animals. I love it. Then lastly, I have a really cool fern. I mean, this thing is really, really cool. I love me some bird's nest ferns. I usually have at least 4 varieties at all times. This is a crocodile bird's nest fern. Now, bird's nest ferns I use in, if I can use them, I use them. I use them in Arania, Firma, fauna, and sometimes flora, depending on what type of flora setup I'm going for. Grows great in ABG or some other homemade mixes, as long as it retains proper amount of moisture and drains well. But this crocodile bird's nest fern is real. What makes it so cool is the striation on the leaf. I mean, look at that. I absolutely love that because it just provides a different type of texture. Like, and when I'm talking about texture, when you have things like this, your beautiful philodendron here, kind of crisscrossing in your tank. The two different colors, combinations, and textures kind of collide with each other, but in a really awesome way. That's one of the best things about nature, is you just see so many different things just kind of working together when you're outside. And I just think that's kind of a good feeling to get when you are building your habitat. So I just wanted to highlight some of the plants that we have, and I just honestly, I got really excited and just wanted to share with you guys. You guys know me. My name's Josh Halter. I'm the owner and founder of the Biodude. You can visit my website, biodude.com. Come to my store here. You can pick up this little lady. She's for sale. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4, and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5. Dude abides.